Trejo. Snellville police say she died after being left in a hot car for close to 7 hours. The GBI is now investigating, and that child's father is behind bars. He's in jail tonight, charged with second-degree murder. 11 Alive John Sherrick has all you need to know. He's live in Snellville tonight. John.
This is where police say the father left his baby daughter inside his car in the middle of Tuesday afternoon, not far from the Snellville police station. He ended up getting arrested for something else, and police say he never told them he'd left his daughter in the car outside. The baby ate.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Blackistan Chronicles. I seen this story here. At first, I wasn't going to report it because it looked like a normal case of someone didn't forget of being negligent and left a child in the car in the heat of a Georgia sun. But then when I read the story and found out what this jackass did, I knew that I had to report on this. This man went to the police department. Excuse me, guys. All right. Went to the police department. He was supposed to be going there to get a gun that was confiscated. This jack behind did not know he had a warrant out for his arrest and decided to, while getting arrested, did not tell the police at all, hey, listen, I have a child in the car. My daughter's in the car. Can you at least get someone to come, or y'all can at least get my child out the car seat so my child would be safe, and because it's hot out there, before y'all haul me away. I would think that what would the most responsible, loving parent would do. But when you in Blackistan, everybody's got one thing on their mind, unfortunately, and that is themselves, aka narcissistic Blackistan. Man, I just hate these type of son men. They always the worst. But in their mind, oh, it wasn't my fault. I wasn't thinking. It's always I wasn't thinking. Let's continue.
Month-old Nova Watley Trejo in the care Tuesday of her father, 20-year-old David Watley. Police say Watley left Nova in his car, parked near the Snellville police station, so he could conduct some business in the station. But while inside, police realized Watley was wanted for a probation violation, and they arrested him.
If you're not from Georgia, the humidity in Georgia is absolutely devastating. Okay, it's very muggy. very hot. Right now, we are in April. We are starting to get hot days. Like today is a high of 93. The humidity is not as bad yet, but it will be soon, approaching May and June, because that's when we start getting our most storms in this type of state. Either way it goes, a responsible father is not going to leave their child in the car by themselves to conduct business. In fact, if the business was that important, you should have left the child with an adult that was responsible while you did that. But unfortunately, again, this is that son man thinking. Ain't gonna be that bad, everything's gonna be all right. See, these are the issues that I worry about in the Sun community and the Glacier Valley community, the Asian persuasion community, the burrito finders community. Okay, also other nationality communities. I think about stuff like this. See, while people are in Washington with their signs talking about abortion, I have the right to abort, blah 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 blah, no one talks about the children that are in this world who are precious, that have parental guidance like this. Nobody talks about the baby mothers who trust guys like this with their children on a regular basis, or the baby mothers who are just as reckless as guys like this right here. You just can't make this stuff up. But unfortunately, that is not everybody's prime focus. Everybody's prime focus now is things that doesn't pertain to the quality of life. It's more of the convenience of life. I mean, that's just being real about it. Let's continue.
And Detective Jeff Manley says that Watley never told them to go outside and get his daughter.
He made no statements as to the fact that his daughter was left in the car 2 buildings away from the Snellville Police Department.
7 hours later, Nova's grandmother found her in the car and took her.
7 hours later. So you mean to tell me from the time you was arrested to 7 hours later, what happened? You had an epiphany while in your holding cell? Oh shit. I left my daughter in the car. Let me inform someone now. Now you got people panicking, and knowing him, he probably like, what's the big deal? She was in the car, ain't that hot out there. A car in the middle of the heat is like an oven, especially in Georgia weather. If you don't believe me, we did a heat test one time, me and my guy on my homeboy on my old YouTube channel. We sat in a car in the humidity. We put a temperature in there, a thermometer in there. I was in there maybe 5 minutes. The temperature inside the car got all the way up to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That is a lot of heat on a person. That's like being in a sauna. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. I want you to imagine that. A sauna with a whole lot of water and steam coming from it. That is a lot of heat. So imagine if me as a grown person is struggling to be in there for 5 minutes, what you think would happen to a child? It would be very, very devastating. But unfortunately, we live in a time where no one cares. Let's continue.
To a hospital, but it was too late. Nova's mother, Selena Grace, in her grief, unable to speak, sending us photos of Nova with a note. She had the biggest personality a baby could have. I loved her more than I could ever imagine, and my heart is breaking that she is gone so soon.
I want y'all to understand something here. With Sun men, Sun women are not the only one that love Pookie and Ray Rays. We have the burrito women that loves Pookie and Ray Rays. We have the Asian persuasion that love Pookie and Ray Rays. We even got Glacier Glider women that love Pookie and Ray Rays. So Pookie and Ray Ray is a very popular type of guy, okay? Every race got a Pookie and Ray Ray. You just don't. You just have different names for them. You get what I'm saying? Different names, but everybody's got a Pookie and Ray Ray in their race. Some jackass who is irresponsible, don't care, have no regard for anything but themselves. Do you think that father's losing sleep for what he did? No, he's not. What do he care for? He worrying about his charges right now. He's not going to care. He doesn't have no remorse, because if he had remorse, that would have been on his first mind, would have been his child. You know, it's amazes me how people have children in this lifetime, especially in the United States of America, and they only think about their children when it's convenient for them. I'm going to say it again. It amazes me in the state of the US of A. We have people that have children, and they say they love their children so much, but they only think about them when it's convenient for them. Example given right here. Everybody failed this child. I'm sorry. Call me a heartless asshole, but everybody failed this child. The mother failed the child without looking at the signs of her reckless baby father not being the type of stand-up guy he needs to be. You lay down with this slowless freaking Pookie. So you knew what your baby was dealing with. You should have stepped up to the plate and told him, nah, I will make sure someone else or I will myself watch my child. Don't trust you. That's number one. Number two, he failed his child. He failed his child as soon as he got arrested and kept his mouth closed. What did he thought was going to happen? They was going to just let him go in about, what, 5 minutes? You know, booking process takes a while. All that stuff is a wild process, man. So you knew this child was in there. You can't tell me you didn't. Man, I'm telling you, man. Can't make it up. I'm going to repeat that one more time for the people coming in. How long this child, what this mother has said, which to me, she failed. But I'm going to play it one more time, what she said. I mean, excuse me, what happened with this child, how many hours?
As to the fact that his daughter was left in the car 2 buildings away from the Snellville Police Department.
7 hours later, Nova's grandmother found her in the car and took her to a hospital, but it was too late. Nova's mother, Selena Grace, in her grief, unable to speak, sending us photos of Nova with a note. She had the biggest personality a baby could have. I loved her more than I could ever imagine, and my heart is breaking that she is gone so soon. Whatley is now charged with second-degree murder.
I'm absolutely astounded that somebody would leave an 8-month-old in the car. He was on video the entire time. He never made a statement that child was in the car.
And GBI agents will be going over every second of that police videotape of Whatley's arrest as they prepare their report for the DA.
Want to know how to get
Now, the reason why they got to make their report is due to the fact of the matter that this happened at a police station. Okay. So GBI has to make sure that while they watch footage of the body cam, nobody can come and say that the Pookie or Ray Ray really did tell them and the police just didn't care because he was a son man. Because, you know, they love to throw that in there. They love to throw the race car. So they got to make sure all that's straight first. Then after that is done, then they're going to have to come and turn that over to the DA. And I hope the DA nails his ass to the wall. I don't want to see him walking for nothing. I'm sorry. If you allow your child to be standing for 7 hours in a car, you think I'm going to be very loving and be like, oh, yeah, of course, give this brother a second chance. He just made a mistake. Now, bro, that wasn't no damn mistake. If I didn't know any better, I'm damn near going to have confidence to say you meant to do it. Because if you didn't meant to do it, you would not leave your child in a car for 7 hours, bro. No one does that. No one leaves their kid in a car for 7 hours for nothing. Okay? Most people that do that, they trying to get rid of the kid. I'm just being 3,000. I'm just being honest. Got another story. Now we heading over to Chicago. Y'all hit the like button. The only place, a few places that you're going to get nothing but real, recognized real. $4.99. Awesome channel, my friend. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it, Train Wreck. I appreciate the love, man. We're trying to build over here. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, man. I appreciate it. God bless you. We got another amazing one, guys, coming right up out of Chicago. Again, viewer discretion is advised. This is a little heart-wrenching for people that have daughters and have children. Trying to get it to play, guys. I don't know what's going on with it. This thing is being very catty. Okay, it's coming up now. Or maybe it isn't. No, it's not coming up. All right, let me go ahead on here and refresh it. I don't know why it's not working. Now, give me 1 second. We're going to make it work. Got to take a little time. A little technical difficulties. All right, I mute that because I don't want to get dinged for no sound. Because lately they've been dinging me about copyright stuff.
Kinlow came to clean out her Edgewater apartment after she's found shot to death on Monday inside the Northside apartment building where she lived.
Now, all of a sudden, this lady went out here and tried to clean out her apartment and never got it done because, unfortunately, she got shot right there in the head. You can't make this up, man. And this is becoming real popular in Chirac for a while. It's been going on.
Residents of the building and the 1000 block of West Bryn Mawr Avenue are in shock.
I've been here since like 2004 and haven't seen anything like it.
The body of the 23-year-old UIC student was discovered in the apartment building by another resident Monday afternoon. Her family says the music major was just days away from graduating.
Got to run this back for a minute. See this young lady's face. Okay. Beautiful young woman. Beautiful young woman. Okay. I know Fresh and Fit will holler at her. Yeah, Fresh and Fit. You know you love to say I don't like black women. I know you'll holler at this chocolate. I know you would. You trying to play games, man. You know you would. Time when you see that, I know you would have been all over it, player. You wouldn't have gave yourself time to think about what race she was. you would have been like, damn, she got some good hair. I'm ready. But still, man, I mean, being on some serious note, I mean, you know, nice looking young lady. She really is, you know, but her life got cut short because this is becoming the norm in these communities. It's becoming the norm. Yeah, Claude. I mean, you know, like I said, I mean, I think she's a nice looking lady. That's my personal opinion. I mean, that's just me. You know, I look at beauty different than most people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't call her a freaking 10. I would call her about a 6.5. I mean, she's 6.5. I would say a nice cutie, 6.5. I mean, you know what I mean? I understand, Roger. I understand you starting to sound like Kevin Samuels. I like them BBWs. I'm a big boy, so I have to like them. You know what I mean? You know, when you're a big dude like I am, 6'11", you gotta do that. You know what I mean? Gotta have those type of women. But anyway, I mean, this is sad, man. This really is. Let's continue.
Graduating. She had been shot in the head. The Cook County medical examiner ruled her death a homicide. Her unexpected passing comes a day before police discovered the body of a man in the same apartment building. The Cook County medical examiner identifies him as 26-year-old Javon Cabrera and has ruled his death a suicide. Chicago police have yet to say if the two shootings are linked in some way or the result of a murder-suicide. It's unclear if the victims knew one another or if they had any type of relationship. This as the family and the community struggle to make sense of it all.
Anyway, when I hear about this and we look at Chicago in a whole, right? As we're talking as people that are on this channel, Chicago has the most unsuccessful solving murder rate in the country. We're talking about they don't clear no cases hardly. You'd be lucky they may get 100 cases and they may solve out of 100 maybe 10. If that, it's a very low clearance rate for Chicago. In fact, let me see Chicago solving homicide. Chicago homicide case clearance rate, and I think it's very low. Yeah, it is. It's very low. Since the summer of love, they have been let me see something here, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, they picked up. They really did pick up in 2021. They actually saw 400 murder cases. Now, back in 2020, there was above they've been for the past couple of years been doing 250 murders they've been solving. But they still got so many cases, it's hard to keep up. So you just got to think about how it works. And a lot of times what I'm hearing from them in the report, and I put a link on that too. Chicago says the offender dies because they got so much gang ties. They so much in the street that by the time they do find out who they is, they dead already anyway. They done buried them. And then they got to find that person that hit them. So it's an endless cycle in Chicago. That's why people say in these streets, man, in Chicago, it's an endless cycle. Somebody kill you, and the person that kill you will get killed probably in the next couple of weeks or in the next month or two. It's just how it works out there. The life, you lucky If you live to get 21 in Chicago, you're doing pretty well. If you live to be 25, you considered a in the hood, you considered an OG. You considered lucky. So yeah, that's just what it is, man. That's how bad the murder rate has gone. Let's continue with the story.
It just brings everything so much closer to home. I mean, it's not pretend, it's not, you know, a TV show, it's real. And yes, it's very scary.
Hey, that Glacier Glider said, hey, this is very real. This is scary. This is the type of guy that's already thinking in the back of his mind, he is moving out of that neighborhood. I wouldn't be surprised. He already done made reservations. He's probably going to be on the outskirts of Chicago. He going to be on the suburb by the end of the month. Maybe the end of the week. This joker look like he ready to move. Oh, hell nah. They coming in my apartment now and blasting us up. And downtown, supposed to be safe. I'm out. I'm telling you. That's what they do, man. A lot of these glacier gliders like this, man, they get in these community, they see these Blackistan sun men and sun women start coming through, doing cleanup. They out. They let them have the whole shebang. You can have it. I don't want no parts of it. I will move to the suburbs. No, you're right, Dublin. Nobody's mistaken in fact. No, he does not have a DMX voice. He's got a very feminine like voice. And nothing against men with feminine voices. That's your thing. That's your thing. That's your voice. That's your voice. Don't take it the wrong way. We're just having fun. Okay. I don't need nobody to Will Smith me while I'm on the fucking live stream, please. Don't need that shit. Which you'll be a hell of a person to do that via live stream. That'd be some amazing shit. But anyway, let's get back to this story.
Reporting from Chicago's Edgewater neighborhood, Evelyn Holmes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, so we're gonna go and find the last story here. Now, shout out to my boy AK Nation. And I want to say Gen Z was talking about this too. This is down in Jacksonville. This next story, Jacksonville, Florida. It's near where I'm at. And I'm about to give it to y'all about what's going on. Because Jacksonville is becoming a little war zone. But I want to also let them know too. I live near Jacksonville. Jacksonville is actually better than what it used to be. Okay? Because 2 years ago, before this Republican mayor started doing his thing, this conservative mayor, it was out of control. Okay, it was so bad in Jacksonville. You had to pray. You had to pray just in the daytime, the nighttime, anytime going down there. That's just how wild Jacksonville was. It was so wild. You had to pray to go to Jacksonville Beach, and that's supposed to be the safest part of Jacksonville. Okay, I am Claude. I'm going to get Gen Z on the show. We just got to link up. It's just that his schedule and my schedule is chaotic. Because you got to remember now, I've got Jericho coming on trying to keep Jericho on a schedule where he comes on my show on Wednesdays. So me and him starting to do that for midterms for the time being. And so I would have to do a Gen Z show probably on a weekend or towards the end of the week. We going to get it together. Or we'll put him on the panel along with me and Jericho. Either way it goes, we gonna get Gen Z on the show. We gonna make it happen. I just need y'all to continue to support, and we'll get there. That's why I tell everybody the donations, the super chats. I appreciate all of it. And if you cannot give a super chat, okay, if you for some reason just don't have the money during those times, you can support me even more by becoming a member of this channel. It's only $2 a month. $2 goes a long way. If we got 100 subscribers with a $2 dedication to helping this channel grow, that's $200 a month. With $200 a month, we can do extra stuff on the channel. I can get better lighting. I already got a better camera. I can get a green screen set up. I can do all kind of stuff doing that. So if you can't give every month, every time I'm live streaming like this because of your finances, look at that secondary option. Okay, I have the cheapest membership on the block. Everybody else going to charge you $3 to $5 a month. I don't. And yeah, if you don't have a bank account, that's fine too, man. You can send me a money order. You can reach out to me through my email, and I set it up where you can send me a money order. You know, all this stuff, anytime you want to support. I'm all about making sure people got options. So let's jump into this last story here, man. This is sad. You know, guys, it's getting to be to the point. Thank you too. Share the channel as well. Yeah, it's getting to be to the point, guys, that we can't even go to the gas station. You can't even go to the gas station. Like, you yourself cannot go in the gas station because you got to worry about somebody from Blackistan or White Glacier Valley going to tell you a new one. That's just how real it's gotten. Let's talk about this Toyota Smith, Jacksonville, which is literally about 70 miles away from me. And this is what's going on right now.
Join us in Random Jacks of Kindness, a year-long commitment to paying it forward with acts big and small. Sign the pledge.
We're learning more about a woman shot to death at a Raceway gas station on Lem Turner Boulevard, that is, over the weekend.
All right, I got to put this out there. If you've never been to Jacksonville, I'm going to drop some street names for you to be aware of, not to take your ass down any time of the night, especially 2 o'clock in the morning. Are you ready? Get a pen and paper if you're going to Jacksonville to vacation in the future or sometime this summer. Lem Turner Boulevard, Lem Turner Road, okay? Moncrief Road. All right. I want to say 14th Street. I want to say let's see here. Anything that says Washington Heights, anything that says a gas station near Eureka Gardens. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Anything that says a gas station at Martin Luther King Drive. Downtown Jacksonville at night. Do not have your ass over there. Okay. For any gas station purposes, when the sun goes down, you have very violent, homeless people ready to get it in. Okay. All right. Not to mention, if you want to take public transportation in Jacksonville, don't take it at night. I'm trying to help you out here. When you go to Jacksonville, whatever you do, do not go to the west side of Jacksonville unless it's a suburban neighborhood with a suburban nice name, not no name of where it seems like a soap opera with a cliffhanger. Okay. I'm just trying to help you out because that's how real it is in Jacksonville. You end up in the wrong place, you may get your ass beat. And whatever you do, if you go to Clay County, which is Orange Park, be careful over there. In San Jose Boulevard, whatever you do, don't speed on San Jose Boulevard because that's where people is the most drunk, toe up, and will knock your shit out the way and keep rolling. Now, since I've told you all these streets, I hope you wrote this down. I hope you got a notepad. I hope you know that this is Jacksonville. And oh yeah, by the way, there's only one good mall to go to, and that's the Avenues. Anybody tell you on the north side to go around Regency Mall or anything near Regency Mall, which is closed down now because there was so many shootouts, don't go there. All right, I've told you everything about Jacksonville. Good luck. Now let's continue.
Family has identified her as Tata Smith, a 28-year-old mother of 4.
She's going to be really missed. Everybody know, everybody love her. She don't have an enemy to this world.
That family spoke exclusively with News 4 Jax reporter Ann Maxwell. Ann joins us live from Northwest Jacksonville.
No, Charles, I didn't grow up in Jacksonville, brother. I just knocked a lot of chicks over there in Jacksonville when I was in the military. I was stationed in Kings Bay. So when you stationed right there by Sun Women, that's easy access, you get it in, especially the hood ones. That's when I was on my woke stuff. Sister Mother Earth. Yeah, I was getting it in over there. That's why I know so much about Jacksonville. That's why I know. Yeah, man. What a hair hat. I said the same thing too, Claude. Let's continue.
Such a tragedy, Ann.
It is, Mary. The family says they were in total disbelief when they heard this news. And here at the raceway, you can still see 2 gas pumps totally covered in crime scene tape. No word yet from police on a possible suspect. Tata Smith's family remember her as an inspiration and a giving friend, but as a mother above all.
She loved her girls. She loved her girls dearly, and her girls loved her.
Smith's mother, Tanika Bird, says her daughter had a podcast where she would pray for or counsel the listeners who called in. She says Smith touched many people with her positive attitude.
Telling me, hold my head up, it's okay, stuff like that.
But Smith's life was cut short by gun violence this weekend. According to police, her body was found lying against a gas pump next to a car at this raceway gas station. A witness told News 4 Jax they heard what sounded like 50 to 75 rapid-fire shots. You can see dozens of evidence markers at the back of the parking lot.
For me, it was, this is not real. I'm being pranked, I'm being punked, so it's like, this not real, because it's like, no, this not real. But in actuality, it really was real.
Smith leaves behind 4 daughters from 1 to 9 years old.
I love my mommy.
She's one of 3 people killed in Jacksonville over the weekend.
My condolences are to the other families, because I know firsthand what they're going through and how they're feeling.
JSO tells us this is an active investigation. They're asking anybody with information about what happened here at the raceway over the weekend.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going on with Kevin Samuels, guys. And by the way, that was my puppy that I was just showing y'all. I'm off of mute now. But yeah, guys, I will check and see what's going on with Kevin Samuels. I didn't hear about that. But this is what's going on in Jacksonville, guys. Like, this is literally going on right now. All the time. And there's a lot of, and there's a lot of Sun women that gets killed in Jacksonville. I give you an example. When I was selling cars, and I also sold cars in Jacksonville for a while, there was a Sun woman got killed at the drive-thru of a McDonald's by a Sun man. Like, I'm not lying to you. Got lit up like a Christmas tree. All because he got upset because she didn't want to be with him no more. I mean, this is what you're dealing with out here. It's crazy out here in Jacksonville. It really is. I mean, you got to remember, this is the biggest landmass city in the US of A. And they build on it all the time. Jacksonville has pushing about 2 million people in the whole city. And it's getting bigger by the day. Especially now, since you got a lot of people coming from all parts of the West Coast to Florida, because they're tired of the West Coast taxes. I just want to let you know, you go to Florida, it's a whole new ball game. The gangs over there is different. It ain't like the West Coast gangs where you have one gang controlled all of a block or all of the whole part of the city. They don't work that way. Jacksonville has so many gangs that they're grouped in neighborhoods. So you may go to one neighborhood and it may be a blood set, and you go to another neighborhood, it's a different blood set, and they might not even get along with each other. Okay, Same thing with the Crips. Same thing with the GDs. Everybody's a different set over there. So not everybody the same. Then you got other gangs that's neighborhood gangs that's popular around in Jacksonville. So it's crazy. You're talking about a city with so many gangs within gangs that they all ain't all on the same page. So you don't know what you're getting into and what you're dealing with. Can't mess this up, man. Can't make this up at all. Let's finish this out, y'all.
And to give them a call. Live in Jacksonville and Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.
So, guys, I don't like making reports about this, but this should let y'all understand or show y'all that it's getting real out here. Okay? It really is. So you got to be careful. You got to watch how you make moves. You got to watch what you do at all times. And I'm telling you right here and right now is that women and babies are the most targeted people in Blackistan all the time, lately anyway. And what even more worse is that nobody, I mean nobody, wants to try to clean up this whole problem. Nobody don't want to get tough on crime. Nobody don't want to do anything. Only thing they want to do is talk about some men are at a disadvantage. But then again, they love to scream out, well, some women ain't protected. Well, the reason why they're not protected because these sun women keep getting these Pookie and Ray Rays or dealing with these type of people that just don't give a damn about them until it's too late. Anyway, guys, jump in the comment section. Tell me what you think about today's crime stories on Blackistan. Do you think it's getting better or getting worse? Please like, share, subscribe. It's the only place where you're going to get the realest news of all time. I love y'all guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.